Hi, I'm Melanie Jones, and I chose to do my Invisible Identities presentation on Water Child by Edwidge Danticat. Her early life: she is a Haitian-American novelist and short story writer. Her parents immigrated to New York and left Danticat and her brother to be raised by their aunt and uncle. She began writing at 9 years old and moved to Brooklyn, New York at 12 to join her parents in a heavily Haitian-American neighborhood. She attended Barnard College in New York City and received a Bachelor of Arts in French Literature and a Master of Fine Arts in Creative Writing from Brown University in 1993. During her career, her thesis was entitled My Turn in the Fire, an abridged novel, and was the basis for her novel Breath, Eyes, and Memory. In 1997, at the age of 27, with 9 other finalists, Danticat was named one of the country's best young authors. Since completing her master's, Danticat has taught creative writing at New York University and University of Miami. So there are some other works by Edwidge Danticat. She has wrote 21 pieces varying from short stories to novels, travel books, memoirs, anthologies, essay collections, picture books, children and young adult novels, and biographies. And here's just like a short list of some other things that she wrote. For short stories, she wrote The Book of the Dead and Ghosts, and those were both published in the New Yorker. And then Quality Control was posted in the Washington Post. Then for books, she wrote Breath, Eyes, Memory, which is a novel. Claire of the Sea was also a novel. And then 8 Days, A Story of Haiti, and Mama's Nightingale were both picture books. And then The Art of Death is a biography. And like I said, there's 21 pieces, so there are other than just these lists. So there are some themes that are prominent in various analyses of Edwidge Danticat's work. There's national identity, mother-daughter relationships, and diasporic politics. For national identity, in Breath, Eyes, Memory, Danticat explores the relationship between women and the nationalist agenda of the state during the Duvalier regime. The novel demonstrates some inherent difficulties of creating a diasporic identity, as illustrated through Sophie's struggle between herself and her heritage, and abandoning what she perceives to be the damaging tradition of testing. And overall, Danticat makes known the history of her nation, while also diversifying conception of the country beyond those victimization. Mother-daughter relationships is another theme. So she uses this to explore the centrality of the mother-daughter relationship to self-identity and self-expression. I think this is an important one for her because since she didn't get to live with her parents when she was really young, so she probably tries to portray like a good mother-daughter relationship in most of her books, or just a mother-daughter relationship in general, to show like her own life, kind of. And then diasporic politics. Scholars agree that Danticat manages her relationships with her Haitian history and her bicultural identity through her works of creating a new space within the political sphere. Then for Water Child, the story that I chose, it's about a woman named Nadine who lives in New York while her family is in Haiti. She is a 30-year-old nurse who lives alone and had an abortion when she was dating her boyfriend Eric. She finally calls her parents for the first time in months, and when they ask all about her life, Nadine became sad and wanted to hang up right away. Nadine made a friend, Miss Hines, who is in the hospital and she had surgery, so now she cannot speak, and she finally gets to be released from the hospital. And then she also has her friend, Josette, who is a coworker of hers. They ate lunch together, and yeah, they're just coworker friends. So for talking about identity, I chose non-dominant group, invisible identity, conceal, intersectionality, and assimilation. For non-dominant group, it would be relating to Nadine and how this affects her relationships. So she's a member of a non-dominant group. Besides her being a black immigrant, she's from Haiti, which makes up a very small population of people in the United States. But like I said, how Edwidge was, when she moved to New York, she moved into a primarily Haitian-American neighborhood. But besides that, I mean, just like in Illinois, I don't know many Haitians personally, but, yeah. And then as for how it affects her relationships, Nadine seems to just stick to herself. She has her one friend, Josette, like I said, who is also her coworker. But besides her, Nadine is frequently alone. She lives alone, where she leaves her TV on at all times, probably just to have some background noise, so that way she doesn't feel as lonely. And then Nadine's parents are back in Haiti, like I said, so she doesn't get to see them, but she sends them money every month to help support them, since they supported her and helped her move to New York. And then they also write her letters, frequently. And then also, the only other person that really, is in contact with her would be Eric. He calls her, once a month. But then, in the story, it says how she tried calling him back, but he had a different phone number, but since she never answered the phone, she doesn't know that. Then, invisible identity and conceal, I kind of put together with abortion. So, Nadine got pregnant from her at-the-time boyfriend, Eric. They ended up getting an abortion, and they also broke up. But in the story, they don't exactly tell us if they got an abortion, so they broke up, or if they broke up, so that's why they got the abortion. Nadine also keeps the abortion from her parents, which brings us to our next term, conceal. So since having the abortion, Nadine has not wanted to call her parents, probably because she doesn't want to tell them about what happened. They might not be supportive of, of her decision to do that. So I don't think she just doesn't want to bring it up. And the abortion has definitely affected her relationships. She's also never talked about this at work. So in Nadine's life, really nobody knows except for Eric. They don't tell us if Eric has told his friends or anything. So it's a very private matter that they are dealing with. Then for intersectionality, I chose Nadine's race while being an immigrant. So just as if being a black woman isn't hard enough, Nadine is also an immigrant, having to deal with the hardships of having no family here, close friends. She has to deal with being the minority. Even though the story takes place during modern times, there's still going to be discrimination against black people in certain settings. Even it's 2019, there are certain things on the news and everything that we see that could be discrimination towards certain groups. And then assimilation, I just chose Josette versus Nadine. Nadine's friend Josette is also Haitian, but she seems to be fitting in better, or just assimilating with everything better. She is social versus Nadine kind of just keeps to herself. And Nadine sits alone in the corner during lunch at work, which, I'm sure that there's other coworkers during her lunch break that she could sit with, but she chooses to sit alone. And then, so Josette just has chosen to sit with Nadine. So without her, Nadine wouldn't really have anyone else. So that was my presentation on invisible identities. Thank you.